G'day gamers, VaderG here, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to have a look at the teams that I run for Dormammu, Giant Boss Raid, and so I've got like 3 teams that I usually use, and then obviously we have the different days with the different themes. Now, so obviously today being Universal Day, I'm just going to focus on those teams. Just quickly, I'll show you the other teams that I generally use through the game content for grinding. So at the moment I'm grinding up Destroyer's uniform, but basically anyone who I'm looking to rank up in terms of uniform, I stick them in the center here, and I have Storm on one side and Thor on the other. Thor's got a CDP of Rage, Storm's got a mighty CDP of Judgment, and they just run 12-5 or 12-1 or whatever all day long in terms of dispatch. Alright, so that's who I normally use when I'm running dispatch missions. If I'm running story missions, this is a team that I use. So I use Thor lead, Mephisto in second place, and Athena in third. They seem to get through everything pretty quick and don't seem to get held up. And when I'm running rifts, I'm reverting back to Moon Knight lead, Valkyrie, White Fox. Thor level 80 is roughly the same as Moon Knight tier 4. I think Moon Knight just a little bit quicker in certain areas. So you could equally change this team over to Thor instead of Moon Knight. Iron Man, I think, would do a respectable job as well. In terms of this team, if you really wanted to maximize how quickly you do your dispatch missions, then you probably do a debuff lead. For example, White Fox, you could throw her up there. Or you could also use Black Cat as well, and they cut through it way quicker again. Having said that, I think even with this team, Destroyer, Thor, and Storm, going through 12-1 dispatch, looking around about, I don't know, just over a minute, I think. But that's not why we're here. We're here to look at Giant Boss Raid, and I'll quickly show you the teams that I use, and then we'll get into a run. So basically it's a Universal Day. No one really has an advantage except for Universal characters. So let's just roll through these top 3 teams that I use normally. And no surprise, I've got my 2 tier 4s, so Iron Man and Moon Knight as probably my top 2 teams. I like this team, the first team with She-Hulk lead, obviously. Valkyrie, probably the best support in the game for non-leadership characters. And Iron Man doesn't have a leadership tag. And Iron Man probably the best at this mode insofar as I have tried with my roster. There may be other tier 4s that are better, I don't know, but he certainly gets through all of this Giant Boss Raid content the quickest. Even if it's a speed day, he still smashes it out. You just have to be careful that you don't die on the speed day, particularly in the second phase or in the last phase, whatever you want to call it. Where he shoots those multi-directional beams out, the pink beams. You just got to make sure you don't get hit during that period. Second team, I really love this team when I don't have to, because I can, Moon Knight's virtually invincible at tier 4, right? His tier 4 skill gives him a massive heal, and you can die, but it's not easy. It's not easy to actually die when you're using Moon Knight tier 4. I like Titania lead. Excellent pairing with White Fox because Moon Knight has the leadership tag, and Moon Knight just the ABX rotation, 3 cancel, 4 cancel, 5. Let 5 play out into the Awaken skill. And it's, all of these characters I just use Alliance Battle Extreme rotations in. Third team that I would use on a more regular basis than the other teams is this team. I think it has really cool synergy. I actually really enjoy using this team, and even with the stupid cooldown bug, I find that these 2 tier 3s sort of swapping around a little bit are quite effective. Just start off with a Doctor Strange rotation, 5 cancel 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 2, 1, 3, okay? And then Mephisto into the Alliance Battle Extreme rotation, and Wong gives both of those guys a really significant boost. So it's probably the third team, and I would use that team third today on Universal Day, and generally most other days as well. It's a team that I like. I've got a brilliant judgment on Mephisto, of course, but I don't think there's a massive difference in this mode between brilliant and mighty. So definitely a team worth trying if you haven't. Now, of of course you guys are going to have your favorite teams already. It's not a new mode, but I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video and share this anyway. If it's Blast Day, meaning that Speed Heroes have an advantage, then sometimes I'll use Team 4. It does take a little bit longer. I don't necessarily love that team, but Gamora in the end phase has really, you know, with her artifact, has a really cool, you know, gets through the content pretty quick. Makari, just an excellent all-around character that doesn't die, massive iframes, and does huge DPS. And from there, I don't use really 5, 6, and 7 that much. I'll use Team 7 to be honest, if I'm sort of on my phone and pocket playing a little bit, because I find Tier 3 Hulk, level 80 with a regen, he does pretty good DPS, takes a little bit longer than the other teams above, including the Athena and Proxima team up, but once again, can't die. So you can make plenty of mistakes with this, you know, team number 7, and just use Hulk throughout. Team 6 is good in theory, just does not hit as hard as what I would like it to. Even Thor with a CTP of Rage and Storm with a mighty CTP of Judgment, I just find it doesn't do it as good as what it probably should. This is probably my old favorite team. Like I used to have this number 5 team with Athena lead and Proxima Midnight. I used to have that in position 3, but I do find for whatever reason it's not doing as much damage these days as probably the team 3. So and you know, Proxima can cark it if you get caught out with the pink beams at the end there. So guys, let's just jump into a run. Alright guys, so first run we're going to do the Iron Man run, and managed to pull a couple of dudes off my friends list for this run, which is good because normally this time of day I'm getting randos. So yeah, nice to see some people that I know. Oh, Tier 4 Black Widow. Very cool. Okay, so, oh, double whammy. Hey, Alex. Okay, so with Tier 4 Black Widow. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens in this run anyway. Iron Man, I think, is the best character for Dormammu, as I was mentioning before. I'm pretty sure he's the best and the quickest. Got a little bit of lag in this this third person recycled soul joining. So we'll just chill out here. Okay, haven't tried with Black Widow before. Bear with me. That's all good. I don't think she's going to put out huge damage, but she may not also be built either. Anyhow, we're focusing on Iron Man here. Straight into the Alliance Battle Extreme rotation. 4 slightly delayed cancel, 2 cancel 5. Sometimes get the 3 skill delayed here by the get guard broken by Dormammu, and actually took our health down quite a bit there. So just going to load it up so his tier 3 is ready for action after the pink balls disperse, and we should be able to get him down into what I call a second phase, I suppose, pretty damn quick. Let's see. Yep, nice damage and straight down. Unfortunately, couldn't get my third skill in here. Now I'm just going to float around at the back here. I do find that if you float around in the background here, you get sent to the to that sort of strange island a little bit less. Okay, a little bit out of sync here with my proc, so probably shouldn't have done the third skill there. Probably should just go straight into tier 4. But anyhow, it is what it is. We're getting through the bars reasonably quickly. Not sure what Black Widow is contributing here, but we'll have a look in a sec. And I did get lost the proc again. So not a fantastic run by any standard, but we're still getting through pretty damn well. And you know, we got the 4 cancel, 2 cancel, 5, way off proc there. But we're down to what I call a third phase. Jump on this thing, try not to get blasted. Yeah, so just saw very quickly there that Iron Man is killing it, as you would expect. I mean, he, like I said, the best, definitely the best for this mode. And coming up after this run, I'll do a quick run with, I don't know if I'll be able to get anyone online, any friends, I'd say not. But I'll do a quick run with Doctor Strange, Wong, Mephisto team. Like I said, I really like that team. I like the synergy, and the team, Strange and Mephisto team, the way mine are built anyway, they take down the majority of other tier 4s, even though I get ditched at the joining screen. So yeah, okay, so we got 77% there. Black Widow probably not hugely built, I would say, on that account. She probably should be doing a little bit better than that, but whatever. Yeah, CDB of Rage, no go. Okay, so yeah, I did manage to get on board here, but with a couple of randos, dudes that I don't know. These are not on my friends list, and normally I will get kicked so many times if I try and run this team, yet it will demolish the majority of tier 3 teams. So I'm just going to start off with Strange here and roll through his rotation, which is just, you can't get any easier, right? And the damage spike is huge from that rotation. Mephisto, we're just going straight into the ABX rotation, and we're down to the halfway of the first phase pretty damn quickly. Oh, actually, so old mate's doing a bit of helping the guy with, is it the dude with the Doctor Strange? Or, can't even remember what the other guy was running. Was it Thena? Anyhow, they're going alright too. It's not like a total shit show. Not like a 100% carry that I'm providing with these guys. But you can definitely see the impact that Mephisto has. Like I said, brilliant judgment, of course, it's going to help a bit. But I think Mighty Judgment, particularly for this sort of mode, is pretty damn good as well. I'm just going to switch to Wong here, just so both Strange and Mephisto are debuffed. So like I said, just hover in the background. Usually don't get picked, sometimes you do, but it does reduce your chances. That's what I've found with Giant Boss Raid. Mephisto back in action here, and we're just going to swap backwards and forwards, guys, and I'm just going to stop talking and leave it with you, show you my teams. I hope it's been some use, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for everyone watching. See ya.